So I'm Celeste Pottigill.
I'm Reagan Pottigill.
And my husband's not here, Jeff Pottigill. And our story kind of starts like every other story. Everything was perfect, life was great, 2 perfect girls, a dog, nice house. And our younger daughter, Emerson, had had a headache for 2 weeks, a headache, and she was throwing up. On her first day of school, she went home because she had thrown up, and she just didn't feel good. She had a terrible headache, and we ended up at Children's that night. And I got a call from my husband who had taken her there to pack a bag because they had found a brain tumor in Emerson's sweet little head. Being around friends and family is really important when you're fighting cancer, in this case, which Emerson had. And just the support system of friends and family, her friends, Emerson's friends gathered together without us knowing and made what's called a radiation countdown. So she had 33 radiation treatments. And every day when she came home from radiation, she would it was like an advent calendar. She would pull a little card out and read a clue, and she would open a gift. And the gifts were awesome. So sometimes they were like gift cards for us, or
I think I got it was a spa day with Emerson and sister, and so they gave me a face mask and stuff, and me and Emerson it was a day to ourselves, so they did stuff like that.
Hey guys, I'm feeling much better, but I have this weird side effect when I laugh. Just kidding, it's my chicken.
And so Emerson's diagnosis was pretty bad. Emerson had glioblastoma with a really nasty mutation. The diagnosis was so bad that we didn't tell anyone what it was. Jeff and I, my husband and I, decided to keep it a secret from both Emerson and actually from Reagan, which not only from the 2 of them, but from all of their friends and family. We didn't actually give anyone the diagnosis. We thought we had longer with Emerson than we did. We thought we had 3 years with her, given the fact that she had an amazing surgery. Her surgeon was incredible, and he removed 100% of her tumor. She had amazing radiation. She did great through radiation. She had 33 treatments, and her primary site was stable. Because of the mutation and glioblastoma, which is what she had, which is what John McCain died of. So I think when you hear John McCain, it's usually something that older men get. But because you hear glioblastoma, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rare, which is a really good thing, but it's not a good diagnosis. So we just kept it a secret. Emerson did not know she was sick at all, right? And she was, what's amazing about kids, they are very resilient. We said to her, when she went back to radiation, she went to radiation over 100 times. New sites kept popping up. Her tumor kept spreading, and so radiation really worked well. So she would get lasers. We said, we have to go to your lasers, and she would put on her little radiation helmet, and she would get her lasers. She would lay on the table completely still, and she lost her hair eventually. So at the very beginning, she lost just a little section in the back. It wasn't noticeable, and then the second time around, she lost another little bit, and then she lost all of it. And when we'd say to her, Emerson, you have to lose your hair, she'd be like, that's okay. And I said, well, Mommy's not gonna shave my head. I'm sorry. Is that okay? She's like, no, I don't want you to shave your head.
I told her I would, but she told me no.
Yeah. Her tumor spread and spread and spread, and it did eventually spread to her spine, although that's not what we wanted to happen. Emerson lasted 10 months, but she was really tough. She was tougher, I think, than all of us. She was brave. She never complained. And she just taught us that no matter what happens, you have to keep going, but you have to fight. So we're gonna fight for anyone else that has this diagnosis, whether you're a 75-year-old man, or you're a little girl, or a little boy, or a mom or a dad. And so cancer research is so, so important for not only, the breast cancers and the colon cancers of the world, but for things like this, brain tumors in little kids, or like I said, just anyone that suffers cancer, because it's just really hard. It's hard on everyone. It's not only just hard on your family, but it was hard on all her friends. It's hard on all Reagan's friends. Cancer is just one of those things that you don't ever think it'll happen to you. I'm pretty old, and I didn't realize kids get cancer. You don't think about it. And so to me, we will keep Emerson alive, and Smasher said, as we call her, because she smashed everything. We will keep her spirit alive by making sure that any family that faces this doesn't have to worry about someone doing the research, doesn't have to worry about there's money out there for new drugs, because children's which was so amazing. Children's and Emory had the best treatment for Emerson's disease, and for actually any child that has brain cancer or any kind of cancer. Children's is amazing, and so it's so important. It is in our backyard, and you always hear that. And it's great if you break your arm, if you go to Children's and their satellite centers. But when you do more than break your arm, if you have something serious, it's amazing that we have Children's here. And so, our goal as a family is to keep supporting Children's and Aflac Cancer Center. Like I said, Emory was incredible because the doctors and the nurses, they're irreplaceable. Because it affected us, it affects her friends or family, it affects lots of people and lots of families. And so, we just so appreciate any donations, any support of any foundation that supports any kind of cancer research. Just in honor of our little girl, because she was really brave and she was tough, much tougher than I would have been, I think, than my husband would have been. Any adults, children are much tougher, and including the ones that are left behind, much tougher. So that's our story.